Camera and microphone are on, I hope. Please
Hello,
let
everybody.
us know quickly if you can't hear us, but I'm getting better at this.
We're live.
I'm just doing my last minute postings, make sure people know we're live.
Tuesday.
Oh, yep, it's working. I gotta turn my volume off my computer.
Okay, we're good. All right.
Yeah. Ah, Renee says, where are you? We didn't have certain things. So David had to run and make sure that we had them to do our little thing
Very
today.
specific on what we're doing today.
Yes.
Hand me the scissors.
Where did you put them?
They're over there. We are going to be building a carnivorous plant bog. And so I had to go get distilled water because we ran out of rainwater and distilled water. And I want to be sure that I show you guys how to build this. And that is one of the number one things you have to do. Mm-hmm. So carnivorous plants can only be watered with rainwater or distilled water. And I haven't been as good as I need to be with the rainwater right now. So we're relying on the stores.
Yeah.
So I'm just cleaning these up. We did do a live event in person event where we had 20 people and us, and we built these. And so we have a few left and wanted to show everybody else how you can build these. And so let's see. And I guess a couple times ago I was building these, I think I was putting these together.
Yeah, you did a live. That was a live I wasn't at.
Yep. So look, I don't know if you're following along. This is one of those little butterworts that was small then and much bigger now. We had some that were purple, pink, and different colors and flowering, but
they got taken up.
They got those.
Yeah.
So for today, I actually
am shocked that we still have.
Yeah, we still have one decent sized
Venus flytrap.
And we did get some of the people that were there. They sent us in pictures, and their Venus flytrap had caught its first fly and tagging us, and it was a lot of fun. So materials needed for the bog. Are we ready to get going?
I'm trying to share that we're live. I need an assistant. That's what I need right now.
Yeah, we need a moderator, because it's better with two people to be hanging out here. So I made sure that Krystal hangs out with me and doesn't leave me alone to forget to turn on my mic or have my head cut off, or
David's banned from being alone.
Whatever else I was trying to pull off.
All right. But I think
hope everybody's week is going okay. We're Tuesday, midway through October, and so this is kind of a October spooky plant. You know, you got killer plants here that we're going to be working with, and so if you have worked with or had a Venus flytrap, or maybe a different type of plant, one of these butterworts, or another one, there's a sundew that's pretty popular, Drosera. If you've had those and they died, we're going to be going through today's build with some tips on how to try to keep them alive. And also we're going to build with one pot how to build a bog that works. So things we need for today, if you're just catching on, we're doing a carnivorous bog. So this is a 1 gallon.
Yes.
Wait, what? Oh, no.
I think it's a 1 gallon.
So these are pretty readily available. It's nothing.
It's a fishbowl.
It's nothing special. It's a fishbowl.
You can get it's glass.
It is glass. It's 1 gallon. It's like 6 inches opening at the top. So you want it to be wide at the top for it to look decent. If it's smaller, like 4 inches or whatever, then this is going to take up the whole space.
Yeah. We had initially started with smaller
Yeah,
ones,
they were smaller.
and at the last second, I found these, and I said we're going with these.
So this is what we found has worked. It's got a 6-inch opening, and it's about, I don't know, 10 inches tall. I think you could buy them at really any like hardware, or not hardware, department store.
Yeah,
Target,
Walmart.
Walmart.
I don't know about Target. I couldn't find, they weren't at Target.
Okay, Walmart.
But Walmart, you can get a Walmart in the fish section.
This is the fishbowl.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get it on Amazon too. But
so some people putting goldfish in their things. We're putting plants. Which, if you have a carnivorous plant, you are now adopting a pet, because, like I said before, they only take 2 types of water. So you got to be sure that you have the right water, which is distilled or rainwater. So if you got a place that rains readily, like where we're at, technically I should be a lot better and catching some water. But we use it for a lot of different things. So I
don't know. It hasn't rained.
We ran dry. Well, it rained, and I didn't do a good job of catching it.
Yeah, I guess it did rain, but it hasn't rained like it normally rains.
Yeah,
that's coming.
We're missing some rain.
It'll be raining soon.
So we're in the rainy season over here. Starts October, as well as the big surf. Yeah. So I think it's a 1-gallon fish bowl. Walmart.
You already said that.
Okay, so we got this. We have cinder, so like lava rock.
Do you need like a scooper?
I got my pink cup that I use.
We're not having a competition today. I'm just here to help David.
So lava rock, cinder.
Are you making a mess?
I like to make messes.
Can we make it pretty this time?
On the bottom?
Yeah.
We can try.
Like, do you do it first? Do you need to do it first?
So one of the things that I always say is terrarium building, everything that touches the side will show through.
Yeah.
So you can use it as an art piece, and that's what she's asking. Can we make it pretty? Because the ones we made they
were just dirt.
It's not dirt. This is cinder.
Whatever. The next step is dirt. And one of the clients that was at the party suggested that we used like skulls. Oh, I have some. I could go get that.
Sure, we can do whatever we want. So
she said skeletons, which we don't have a full skeleton.
Whatever you put on the glass, right? When you're building a terrarium, it shows through. So also you need to remember that if you're trying to when you're building, you want to make sure the soil doesn't touch the sides.
Can you put sand in this?
Not in the bottom.
No sand.
And actually, so you can put sand in the top.
Oh.
But so the way we're
just like the side designs. Nope. Okay.
No, because so we're making a bog, and we want the bottom to be a reservoir. The top is going to be where the plants live, and that's where we decorate.
Okay.
So we got terrarium. Cinder is for the reservoir on the bottom. Then we're going to have a screen that's going to separate the cinder from the peat moss. Rope. You need a little bit of rope. We're going to build a conduit to bring the water from the reservoir up into where the plants are. And then we are also going to use a PVC pipe in here. The PVC pipe is what I'm going to use to pull water, to pour water into the top. It'll be hidden, but it'll be so we don't have to pour water all over the top. All right, so we got PVC pipe, and then the plants, and then the soil that most carnivorous plants like, and what we're going to use for this one is sphagnum peat moss, no fertilizer, and sometimes you can mix in sand or perlite, charcoal, depending on the plants. But for this, we're just going to use straight sphagnum peat moss. So that's what we're going to use. For now, we're just going to get started. So the first step is going to be to build. We're going to start from the bottom. We're going to work our way up. We want to build a reservoir. So we're going to fill this up, eventually almost halfway with cinder, unless you want to decorate
the sides.
Yeah. Then we can play with that. But the cinder goes in here, and that's what's going to hold the water in. And we want there to be rocks or cinders so that there's a lot of space between. That's why you can't put sand down here. So that because it want to build a reservoir, you want to hold the water in there, and then when the plants want it, it'll pull it up.
Okay.
So first step, cinder. Do you want to put like you can put a different color on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Do whatever.
Ew.
Just we're specifically using cinder because cinder has very jagged, very porous, and it allows a lot of water to go in between it.
So like it could just be like that, right?
Well, you want to get all the side, so you don't have to do the bottom.
I can't see it. Okay, I get what you're saying.
So you can always build up from the side and then just kind of taper it down in the middle.
It's just hard to do when you don't have anything in the middle holding it up.
Do we have the other camera, or we didn't go that route?
I do have it.
Oh.
Do you want me to show that?
Well, yeah, that way.
All you have to do is hold the camera. I got to turn it on. So we do have another view. I guess it's small. I can try to expand it.
So you can see what we're talking about here.
So you can see, can you see what you're showing? I mean, it's kind of funny. How much more do you want me to go?
Go to that. Try to get to that crease, because then that'll fill that up. Yeah, so you just kind of like pack it in on the sides at an angle.
It's really loud on the microphone.
And this is a polished jade rock that we're using to try to get some color there for Krystal. Me, I'm like, no, we're just going to use black cinder.
Boring. What is this random rock? That doesn't belong in there.
Oh.
Okay, I can't really push. You put your cinder in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, and then, yeah, we'll open the camera again when we need it.
Teamwork. Okay, so
one of these days we're going to get a good tripod that just sits over us. That will show you all the good things.
cinder in the middle.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to get a little shovel and get it out.
No, you did it bad.
No, get the little guy.
It was so nice, and then you just plopped it in there.
Oh, no,
I used to build terrariums all day long at the store. And, you know, when I was bored, this is what I would do. And I made amazing creations and never got dirt on the sides. I don't know how you made such a mess.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what happened here? Why'd you put that there?
Put what where?
That one.
You put that there.
Can't believe you did that. Okay.
I think this is man versus woman.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So you do like it to look pretty, but we just have different ideas of how to get there.
I just moving too quick. Sorry. Well, the color will offset the other. Won't that look nice?
Yeah, well, and plus when you put the peat moss in, like, that was just literally a blob of peat moss and no color, so I wanted to see what it would look like with some color. Okay, that's good enough. Do you want more rocks?
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah. I can already see that you need more rocks. So let me get in there.
I'm trying to make sure I get this on the side.
How's everybody's week going? Are you excited for Halloween? I am. We are having our Halloween terrarium class this Saturday at Neko Kaneko Cafe in Honolulu. So if you're in town, we do have only three spots left for that class. We had a really good time last time we were there, so we know this time's going to be just as fun, except it's Halloween themed, so that's why I'm excited.
So are we going to layer this or what?
Well, now you can
because it's
be carefully layering. Don't like pile it in there. You want me to help you?
Well, eventually it's going to go on top of this other rock.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay, so
you just had to do it really gently.
We're going to build up about this far with this, but before we get going all the way that way, we also, we're going to form this underneath because we want to pull up the water, and we also need to make sure we put this in there.
See, we just needed enough rocks to. They're still dirty. All that work. I'm sorry. It did.
Yeah, it's close.
All that work for nothing. It's all dirty again.
Okay, so this we need to put it
But
there.
if you're watching and you want to tell us where you're watching from, that would be awesome. We'd love to see where people are watching from. We are in Honolulu, Hawaii. So yeah, it's hot and humid here. Not as hot and humid as other places, but right now it's pretty hot right now. I always question every week.
It's not hot here.
Why are we going live at 4? It's hot.
We have a very busy schedule.
We are busy.
And this is just what we have to do.
So 4 o'clock is a good time. It's bright outside. Of course, we're done with our live by the time it's time to get dinner going. So this is a good time for us.
Okay, so basically, as you can see, I've placed this pipe in here because that's going to be about the top.
It's not in the middle.
I don't want it in the middle.
Oh.
Do you want to design around that?
Oh, no.
It needs to be off to the side, unless you're doing a different thing.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're going to do.
I'm going to put it here.
Okay.
And then the string is going to be around here, and it's going to come up through the middle.
Okay.
Into this, the moss is going to be in here.
Okay.
So I might have cut it a little short. It might need to be like more like this, huh?
Well, can't we put more cinder in there?
Yeah, we always can. So we already cut a hole in the screen for...
Arizona is dropping to 80. That's nice. So you'll be almost matching us, right? What is our temperature right now?
It's not hot here, just so everybody else hears it. It's not hot.
So if you live in Arizona and you come here, you're going to think it's hot because it's humid.
It's not hot here.
It's humid though. But yeah, it is only like, I don't know. What's the temp right now?
You shouldn't even share that.
What's the temp right now?
Because it's kind of rude.
It's rude.
It's like 80 with a slight breeze and slightly cloudy.
It's not 80. It's 85. It's 85 and it's lots of humidity. How do I find out what the humidity is?
All right, so if you're just joining us, we are, I guess, talking about the weather here. Mm-hmm. But we are building a carnivorous bog. And so we've got our carnivorous plants, and we're building this up.
It won't tell me.
If you have questions, feel free to ask. Right now, this is the part that I'm going to use to eventually pour the water in. So I got to cut another slit in my screen for my PVC pipe. The screen is used to keep the sphagnum peat moss out of our cinder, because otherwise then you just end up with a mushy bog. So I'm cutting this so I can place it around a little bit more. So I can place it around the PVC pipe. And then you want everything to be pretty snug. So I'm trying to get this pretty close. There we go. And then
I'm holding the camera up so everybody can see up close what you're doing.
This goes like this.
See, I look all shiny on camera. Out of control now. Here, let's look at the plants.
Okay, so we're going to continue to fill this up more, and then eventually I'm going to need to place this in there. I do need to put the string in there now. So the string gets placed, you want it to not touch the side. But we want it to kind of coil around in here. All right, let me get one more. Put this in.
Bad boys.
So usually the easiest way to do it is You go like,
I hear the cops outside. They're coming for you.
do that, and then bury it.
So no more pretty now?
That's on you. I'm building a bog.
Well, I want some more pretty then.
I think the line, it should be even before you do that again.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to do your thing.
So we got our conduit there.
Try to make sure I can see the trot.
Okay, are you wanting to put something around there?
Yeah, why not?
Wait.
Make it different.
You gotta, there's big rocks in the way, and it's not even.
See, it's gonna look really pretty. It's gonna have some character. It's not gonna be all boring. Probably gonna make this kind of heavy though.
Well, it'll be heavier than the cinder, yeah. So we're wanting to fill it up to about here, so we're almost there with this reservoir.
I think that's probably good, no?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you do that? I wanted it to stay at the top.
To level it out.
All right, I'm gonna show what that looks like. Hi! What's up, Erica? We're just here cooking. All right, let's see if I can see. There's some rocks in there. It's not just dirt. It's gonna have a different look.
To be clear, there's zero dirt inside
Whatever,
this.
it's not dirt.
This is cinder and rocks.
Okay, technicality.
There's no dirt. We're building a reservoir for the carnivorous plants that we're going to put in the top.
Mm-hmm. Now your arm's in the way.
Well, I'm going to keep building.
Well, I'm trying to make it so people can see what you're doing.
So I'm just going to, once you get, like a loop down on the bottom, I'm going to get this, and I cut the hole in the screen in the center, so the string at the bottom needs to come through the center. How did this go? Like that. Wait, no, like this. So let me finish this up, and then I'll pull the string through. So
do you need my help?
2 hands for this.
I thought you needed my help, but you didn't ask.
Get your hands. So if you're solo, or if your partner's just watching you,
I'm filming you.
just use one hand like that, and the other hand like that. All right, are you okay putting some black rock on top of that?
What?
Because we gotta build this up.
So what color? You want me to put black rock on the rock?
Well, I'm gonna put this on it.
Yes. I thought you said this is cinder.
This is cinder.
Just call it cinder, then I know what you mean.
Oh.
You got some chats in the chat.
And you don't want to fill this too full, because
Is there like a fire or something? It's like crazy out there.
You don't want to fill this too full,
because then there won't be room for your plants.
because then your stuff will be up here, and you want to leave the plants and things need to be like a couple inches down below this rim.
I feel like you're going way higher than we did the class.
Nope.
Are you
Definitely
sure?
not. Yep.
Because we put a lot of peat moss in there.
Okay, so from there, whoops. I'm gonna made this hard for myself because I didn't do this.
I thought you needed to cut the screen.
No, you put it in there first. Did they cut this? Did we cut the screen before? I don't
At
remember.
one point, we made the screen more round.
Is that now?
I don't know. You didn't have a PVC pipe last time.
Okay. So we had cut these into squares previously. I'm just going to round off the edges. You do not want to leave a lot of space, but you also don't want it touching the side too much because then that's you're going to see the screen.
Yeah, you don't want to see the screen. I don't think we could see the screen during our class.
No, everybody did a good job.
Yeah.
So cut the screen out. I did not do a good job. They are also better than me. I'm going to redo it.
What?
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Why are you cutting the string off?
Because I want to take this out.
Oh. All right. He's redoing the...
So if you leave too much of a gap in here, then when we put the peat moss in here, it's all going to be on the sides. It's going to mush down.
Too much of a gap of what?
On the screen.
You need more cinder in there?
No, the screen was not. So the way it needs to be done is you put it in there. That's what I was trying to do.
You put it in there and then you
cut it inside here.
That's going to be tricky. I don't remember doing that.
And yeah. Were these already cut squares?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, I cut them.
When though?
The night of the thing.
Okay.
We had leftovers.
So basically, I shoved it in there, and then wherever the sides folded up, I'm cutting it out. And that's it.
Trying to show what you are doing.
I mean, obviously, there's only so much space in here.
My camera, like, freaks out when it's trying to focus.
But you can see the little flap right there. I'm only going to cut that out. This is why I'm not a mechanic.
No?
No, I can't. My fingers don't bend backwards.
I don't think anybody's fingers bend backwards.
If you're a mechanic, they do. You're able to, like, do things in cramped spots. All right. Yeah, that's a better fit there. So this is screen mesh. Oops. That we cut.
I'm probably gonna have to take a break on the camera.
Okay.
Woo.
Well, the other time we used the little holder thing. What happened to that?
Well, I don't think it worked. Like, we ended up taking it off.
Oh.
I'll turn it back on when we need a close up.
Okay, so now I got that coming through. It's better than before. I need to put the PVC pipe in there.
Yep.
So nothing like.
So now you have to cut it out again?
Yeah.
Woo! I'm yawning. Today was
this is a fun thing here, cutting this fabric.
Today was an eventful day. Our almost 17-year-old has her wisdom teeth coming in, and they hurt. The dentist told her that she was teething today, and I thought that was pretty funny.
It's true though.
She texts me every morning, "Mommy, my mouth hurts. Mommy, my mouth hurts," every single day. And I'm like, "Did you take some medicine? Do you have numbing gel?" She doesn't bring any of this stuff with her, so I'm like, well, there's not a whole lot we can do right now because the teeth are too high up. They're not ready to be removed. They're not even, what is the word? What's the word when they're coming out? Erupting. They haven't even erupted yet, which is probably why they hurt. But yeah, she's been in a lot of pain. So it's been a couple weeks. And after a couple weeks of her nonstop complaining how much they hurt, we got her into the dentist today to take another look, and they referred her to a surgeon. So it doesn't mean anything's going to happen. It's just we're going to get an expert opinion. So that'll be fun. But that was my afternoon. I had to take her to do that. And now she's back at musical theater. So Renee says she would have measured it and made it 1 inch bigger around or so.
Probably. When you build yours.
It's probably what I would have done too, but.
Well,
so wait, what's the PVC pipe for?
We are going to fill that with our distilled water, which is then only going to fill up down here, so we don't have to wet all the top.
I see.
Over time, because the reservoir.
I understand. Instead of trying to like get it in there.
So the initial watering, you might need to water everything just to kind of get it in, but then once it's wet.
This is way taller than you did last time.
It's perfect.
Last time you only put the cinder to here.
And no, we had it right here. The
rest of the bowl was
negative. It was right here.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I need tape for the top of this though.
Who's on my shirt? Oops. Sorry, that was very loud. This is Pedro Pascal. I made a Plant Daddy Pedro Pascal shirt for fun. I'm a huge Mandalorian fan. Mostly you guys know that. So I thought it'd be funny to make a Plant Daddy shirt with Pedro on it. Because I can't make a Mandalorian shirt with him on holding plant. I mean, I could, but I might get sued. I still might get sued for making a Pedro shirt, but it's fine. It's better than using Mandalorian because that's definitely Disney property. I want to make a whole series of Plant Daddy and Plant Mommy shirts of different funny people. I think that's what I want to do. I think it'd be fun. So who do you want to see on a shirt holding plants and having them be plants, Mama or Dada? Yeah. Where are you going?
We need tape.
He ditched me.
You're like off tangent.
Renee was asking who was on my shirt. So I am telling her it is Pedro Pascal. This is in the way.
I need a new partner.
What? I'm entertaining. I don't know what you're doing. I'm entertaining. You're teaching. I'm entertaining.
I'm supposed to be showing you, so the next time we have this class.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what you taught me at the last class is a little different than this.
It's the same.
I hope that my classmates come on here and defend me.
It's exactly the same. Minus this, we didn't do the PVC pipe.
We didn't do the PVC pipe, no.
Because that was going to be a little extra.
It would have been a lot.
Okay, so I'm putting paper towel in there.
Okay.
Because we're going to fill this with peat moss.
Right, and you don't want to put peat moss
in. And don't want to put in the hole, because basically the key to the bog when you're doing it this way is to keep them as separate as possible so you don't end up with a mushy mess. And so we've got the reservoir at the bottom, PVC pipe where we'll pour the water in. It's going to, then the rope will wick the moisture back up into the top where the peat moss is. Do you want to decorate this top?
Sure.
With anything?
More rocks?
You can. So remember, when you're decorating terrariums, anything on the sides will show through. So we're getting some decoration in here.
I mean, the peat moss is going to cover a lot of this, so it's going to be like hard to see, but there'll be some like hints of color coming through, more than there was in other bogs that we made.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate mousse birthday cake.
Yeah. Might as well make it resemble some food. I'm out of rocks.
Oh,
I know where it's at. I'll go get it.
There's more where
So
that
now I'm going to leave you, and you're going to talk by yourself.
So we're gonna sneak this other one in here.
Nope.
No, it's
out here.
all the way in the other space. All right. So while she's getting the rocks, I'm going to show you. Basically, we have this. It's basically I don't know what you clothesline rope. Not expensive rope, but this is going to coil within this bottom space, and just we're going to continue to let this come up, and we're going to cover it with the peat moss. So the peat moss that we recommend is Canadian sphagnum peat moss. If you can find that, that's the best blend of peat moss for these plants. It's pretty readily available. Most stores, like hardware stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, or a specialty plant store probably have it too. And then also, one thing to note, I know that there is a Miracle Grow sphagnum peat moss. Do not use it for these carnivorous plants. The reason why is carnivorous plants don't like any fertilizer. So they originated in bogs, in their native habitats, or like mushy bogs on the East Coast, South America. There's actually some in Hawaii. But it's like the stagnant area where the water meets like peat, silty, sandy space. So there was no fertilizer available, and so over time the plants adapted on their own to get their own nutrients, and the way they did that is by catching insects.
I couldn't find the green rocks.
Oh, well, I know exactly where they're at. I guess you're gonna do a half and half.
I think I'm gonna
take those
take the
out.
green rocks out.
So they started catching insects to get their nutrients, and once they were getting their nutrients from the insects, they no longer could get it from regular compost type fertilizers. So anytime you water with anything other than distilled water or rainwater, you will burn the roots, and then the plant will just burn up. And I have one I can show you because I forgot it was in a tray, and I was watering other stuff with regular water, and I killed it.
What?
Yeah, killed it.
Can't be killing stuff.
It was an accident,
take
though.
Them all out. I just don't have the. I don't have enough.
So we're putting them in to take them back out.
No, leave them there.
All of them? Oh my goodness.
It's fine to have a little variation.
Well, you can't have it there.
Well, help me. I need like a stick.
Yeah, where's our... You didn't get the stuff.
Volcanic view?
What is it?
Somebody is saying, does the CKTS look a little dark to you, or is it the volcanic view? I'm not sure what the question is.
CK...
Well, read it.
TS, what could that be?
It's from Jay Jarvis. I'm just trying to understand your question. Is something hard to view? We will fix it. We are not experts at this whole YouTube game, but if you've been following along from a couple weeks ago, you probably have seen us change our game a little bit. Okay, I think that's...
Maybe there's a glare. This is afternoon sun.
We tried to block the
but
glare.
we got a glare blocker because we're in
tried to
the
block the glare.
afternoon sun.
It is pretty sunny right now. But
so the bottom of this is going to be dark if that's what they're asking.
oh yeah, it's
because we used black cinder.
It's definitely going to not be. So when we first made these, they were just all black. The whole bottom was black, and then the top was pretty. But I'm trying to bring out a little color in the bottom, so it's not just a big black blob of dirt.
But it was supposed to be scary and dark, and
sure,
because it's Halloween time.
Sure, but Halloween's not the whole year. I mean, it could be, but it's not the whole year. All right,
so we got some rocks here, and then the next step's going to be burying. So we're going to do the rest.
More cinder?
No more cinder.
No more cinder.
We're on to the
I was like,
peat
wait
moss.
a second. So I need to bring that big old bag over here?
Or fill up a tray with it.
Good luck with that.
That would be easier. So we're on our final stages of building this carnivorous bog. We got our reservoir done. We got some, decorations. So rocks, layers, looks like a wedding cake.
Do you like this?
And now we're going to be planting the top part.
I made it so you dance with me.
And so we're getting it's a big bag that we have, big bell of sphagnum peat moss. We're going to...
It looks like dirt.
So this is as close to dirt as we're going to get. This is actually one of the ingredients for most potting soils. So the soil we mix does have some peat in it. A lot of times when you get plants at I don't know, anywhere really that's trying to sell them fast, they'll mostly use peat as the potting medium because it retains a lot of water. But then that's when you get the pancake plants, your soil becomes real flattened. It's because it's mostly peat moss, which when it dries out, it just like that. It makes that noise too.
So there's like a layer of rock, a layer of cinder, which is black, dark brown, a layer of rock, a layer of cinder, and then another layer of rock. Charcoal cinder, is it? No, not the same thing, right?
So everywhere else probably call it lava rock.
Yeah, lava rock. That's a good example. Is this a lava rock?
That's technically a moss rock.
Oh.
So bigger chunks of cinder.
I was just trying to show a big chunk. Okay, this
is a bigger chunk.
So if you go to a volcano park, you'll see these everywhere.
Well, yeah, I mean it would be all this, but this is sourced and not scavenged from here. It's like specific for landscape use. Yeah. But yeah, it's lava rock.
Is it from
crushed lava rock?
Is it from Mauna Kea?
No.
No.
This is sourced.
Oh.
This is just.
Well, that's lame. Why aren't we using local lava?
Well, it is local, but it's not like the.
It's not from the active volcano.
No.
Okay.
No.
The active volcano is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my whole life.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Running out of time, kiddo.
So cinder is lava rock. If that was confusing to some.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
So not charcoal.
No, not charcoal. So the last part is we're just gonna dump this in here.
This isn't the last part.
For the building of this thing.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go over time today.
Sorry, guys. So when we built these with everybody too, like this build is a little more involved than some of the others. Yeah. Because we got to build a bog, and so you got to give yourself a little bit of time, extra materials in case you screw up. No big deal. I messed up on the screen. Just get a new one.
Yeah. We had 17 students at a bar, and this bar was so busy that night. It was crazy. It was awesome. And some of the best tacos I've had in a while. Those were really good tacos.
Yeah, they were.
They're, I'm going to shout them out. Taco Invader. They're a new taco company here in Oahu. And I just saw, I think they just posted their pop-up schedule. I think I'm going to try to find them so I can get another taco. They were good.
Yeah, they're like authentic tacos from like East LA.
Yeah.
So it's
we
good. They were
we
good.
don't get to eat that very often here. So it was kind of exciting to have some authentic tacos. I think for me the best part was the salsa. Like their salsa was very spicy. It was perfect for me, but maybe not everybody.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, so usually we would tell you, hey, we're going to build from the bottom up, and we do, but the peat is really loose. So no need to like depot your plant first, and we'll just move it out of the way.
Yeah, and I think one of the plants is not super rooted.
Yeah, the butterwort.
The butterwort isn't super rooted.
So you want to get it right, so we want to have a couple inches there to show, because now, I don't know if you guys can see what I can see.
Let me see.
You can see the top there, because that's where the cool little plants are going to be.
So let me put on the wide camera.
Sorry for the glare.
I'm gonna go full.
This is our fancy studio here.
Yeah, but this shows it better. So
getting the authentic stuff.
Still a little glary because there's a light shining on it.
We want to show the like side view.
Well, that's what I was showing.
Oh.
Now my camera's freaking out. So see, it just looks like a bunch of dirt.
Yeah, look at that. It's a bunch of peat moss. Isn't that exciting?
But yeah, the peat moss is really loose. It's really hard to see because there's a glare.
Okay, so now we're ready to plant. So we're going to plant, we're going to do decorations, and then we're going to water. So before we put in, for what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the plants in first, and then we will decorate. I'll let Krystal decorate. We'll put the rocks and the moss and sticks or whatever. So got Venus flytrap, squeeze the sides, flip it to its side. Never pull, just keep squeezing until it falls out into your hand. Which this one's going to need a lot of squeezing here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there we go. The reason you don't want to pull on the plant is then you might undo it from its, like the stem could be delicate. This one's pretty good. Solid.
Good.
Okay, so where the water intake will be, where we're going to pour the water in, I think we'll probably put a rock there.
On top of it?
Yeah, it'll cover it up.
Okay.
So that you don't see it.
All right.
And then when you want to water, you would just, or a piece of bark or something.
Something easy to
You would just move it out of the way and then put the water in there. So I'm thinking that this would go here.
I'm trying to like get up and close with you planting.
So just like if you're planting in the garden, just gonna move the peat moss out of the way. And it's okay for this one if it's a little high, because there's no soil and it's not going to cover it up at all. Okay, so there's that guy. And then this one, the butterwort, I think we'll put like here.
Sure.
So it'll be like,
yeah.
So the butterworts are very shallow rooted. Think of succulents. And so this is a big pot, but there's not a lot of roots in this. But what I want to do is try to get all this medium with it. So you'll just turn this upside down, and you can see you've got this good mix of stuff. And then gonna kind of like just plop it in there and then move it around a little bit. This is actually rooted okay.
It did?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Nope.
There we go. So you can see they're really shallow rooted. But we want to leave this. So I'm just going to spread out what it's living in so that it can continue to root in there.
Yeah. It's kind of like a succulent.
Oh, yeah. It's 100. These are like the succulents of carnivorous plants.
Yeah. Because you can put a succulent on top of anything. That's why we like to do it on the pumpkins, and they'll root right in, even if they're just the top. So don't be afraid if your plant just falls out of the dirt like that.
If it's this kind.
Just put it
So now, yeah, now we got this cool little from the side. So that's why you don't want to go too full so that it kind of sits in there. You can kind of see it from there. All right, so after that, the next parts are just going to be to decorate. We've got more rock. We've got moss, some driftwood. I do want...
We have driftwood?
I thought we did.
I don't think we have any in here.
Oh, well,
Never
we don't have any wood?
I think it's
Krystal, you had one job.
Oh my goodness. I set all this stuff up.
Okay, I would recommend using different materials so that you get, right, so a little bit of wood, a little bit of stone, a little bit of natural. So we've got some moss, which will be last. I'm going to go find some driftwood.
Okay.
Real quick. I know we have a bunch.
So do you want me to like put rocks in here?
Well, you can find out what rock you want to put on top of that, where that paper towel is.
Oh, probably that one. It's not too big. I think a lot of the rocks that I have in here are big. But that should be cool. All right, I'm not going to be able to hold this camera right now, so I'm going to turn it off for a minute. All right, he found the wood. So
I didn't have to go far.
Well, if I'm going to make this pretty, then you have to film it.
Okay.
But
yeah, you do the design and all.
Where's the moss?
Right here.
So where am I putting that?
Well, you would do that after you do the rest.
Okay.
So, I mean, the moss could go around the rocks. You want me to use this?
Yeah. So I got to turn it on. Hold on, I'll turn it on. There you go. You see what it's showing on the screen?
Oh.
I'm like, pay attention there. You're going to make me snort.
In my defense, so last... what day was that?
You were pretty sick. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I got a good bout of...
bronchitis. Not COVID. Woohoo! No COVID.
None of the other things. They gave me... I finally went to the doctor because it was like taking way too long to get better.
This rock is super cool.
And I
can't see it. It's kind of
blurry. Finally went, and
it's so blurry. It's like, no, I'm not gonna.
And yeah, so I got an inhaler and extra medicine, and I'm feeling a little bit better. Still lingering a little bit, but wasn't fun. And that was, I guess, from Tuesday to Tuesday.
Yeah, you were not doing good. All right. What are we doing now?
Well, there's wood, but I...
Here, I'll hold this up. We can work together.
So we have... So there's this driftwood. I don't know if this is too big for it, maybe.
Yeah, you're going to have to use like something small, I think.
There's...
So we put 2 plants.
This little guy. So the rock is over the PVC pipe?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay.
See?
Yeah. So...
But I don't want to fill it all up with the same rock, so I was going to try to do different things. But I do think I should have the stand right now. So I'm going to go get some other media pieces real quick.
This is the fun part when you get to make decorations.
So the black rock doesn't really show up at all.
Well, it's a really dark
thing.
All right, so if we do...
But I have this white rock.
This rock here.
And I remember people use the white rock, and I really liked it. It's hard to, like, get it.
Need the funnel thing.
Yeah.
Plants usually look good with a little accent of wood, kind of like at an angle, so it naturally looks like it's supposed to be there.
Wonder if I should just do this rock, huh? Have 3 rock medians.
Well, you're gonna do moss too.
I know.
So the moss that we have for this is living moss.
Try not to kill the plant. See, that looks cool.
I do have some moss with some black lichen in it.
Wait, I don't want that one. Wrong one. Okay. Well, I'll put the close-up camera on here again in a second, so you guys can see what's happening.
I'm just taking the moss and I'm
But it's really coming together. It's really pretty.
This is where the
Is that why you haven't called your mom? Oh, yeah, probably.
Sick.
He definitely had a case of the man cold.
No, it was real.
Man cold. All right, I'm going to full screen this, show what's going on in there. See, look, it's coming together. It's really different. Unique.
So, yeah, so what I'm doing is just plugging in.
I'm not sure I like that white rock now.
It's there now.
I know. I don't love it.
Plugging in the...
We have like real moss that David foraged in the forest.
The moss here.
But yeah, it's coming out pretty cool. Trying to get in there and show some side views. David, with the layers of rock, does that help aerate the soil? I mean, is it for looks or gardening reason?
Underneath?
Yeah. So, well, really the only, probably all of it.
The cinder is...
It's more so the cinder. So
that's why we use cinder. In
the last terrarium class that we did these, they didn't do rocks at all on the bottom. It was only decorated on the top. So obviously the rocks this time are just for pretty. But even the rocks on the top are just for decoration too. There's no...
The top rocks are just decoration.
Yeah, just decoration. They really have no bearing on the life of the plants. They so just make it look cooler.
The top part here, this is just, well, this is the soil media. The rest of this that's on the top, this is just decoration.
Just decoration. And then all this on the bottom.
All this down here is the reservoir.
Yeah, we made a reservoir out of rock and cinder, but it's mostly cinder.
The cinder is used because the cinder will has lots of holes and it'll help aerate the water, allow oxygen in there.
Plus, like, I only placed the rock on the outside, so the whole center is the cinder.
All right, so...
You trying to fix my mess?
No, I gotta pull this out eventually.
So I didn't really like what I did. Oh, that's right. We gotta pull that out. I'm gonna get a rock in there. So
it'll be a rock in a hard place.
There's a hole.
So this is our reservoir.
That's where you put the water.
And then, yeah, we strategically have this rock that will cover it up.
But we'll move it when we water it.
That way, yeah, when you water.
Hey, this came out pretty cool. If this camera would stop spinning.
Holy smokes, hang on, guys.
Tornado!
So...
Okay, that's not funny.
Yeah, the cinder down below, that's to keep the water oxygenated. Is that even a word? I made it up.
No, I think oxygenated is maybe.
That's just a hard word.
Maybe it's not. Where's Isaac and his knowledge of words?
Isaac, he's the wordsmith.
He's the word guru. Yeah.
So, that's the reservoir to keep water. So let's talk about care real quick. We're finishing up now. So we built this carnivorous bog. We put carnivorous plants in it, and care is super important. Like, we made this cool thing, but we want it to live. So the plants actually like full sun in most places. So if you're buying this from, say you got plants from like a nursery or something, they probably aren't in full sun yet. So you want to slowly introduce them out to an area that gets full sun. So what that means is it'd be like bright spot on your lanai or your patio that is shady, but the sun doesn't hit, and then slowly inching it out until it gets full sun. these plants prefer,
Okay.
full sun to get the color and the photosynthesis that they need. The Rocco decided to visit us.
Ooh.
The water, again, only distilled water or rainwater. That's it. And then as far as when to water, that's why we made this reservoir.
Hi, Kiki.
So they have to be constantly moist, but we also don't want it saturated. That's why we split the two areas so that we can keep the bottom reservoir full of water.
Mm-hmm.
And the plant will take up the water that it needs when it wants it. But then the feet of the plants won't be too wet. So full sun for these plants eventually. So if you got it in full sun, then you can keep it there. Rain or distilled water. And constantly moist, but not soggy. And so last part is we're going to try out a reservoir. We're going to move the rock. I have a funnel here. But if you had like a smaller cup or, I just didn't have any sitting around. So you'd move your rock out of the way.
Wait.
Okay, slow motion. Rock out of the way.
Okay.
I think this will be easier with it like this.
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool, actually.
And then you'd have your...
It's pretty fancy. You can be fancy sometimes.
Look at that. And then, so the thing with this funnel, though, is you got to leave a little gap. Hey, it's working. All right. You can see it going down the bottom.
Can you see it on camera? Would it show? Oh, maybe. You can kind of see it filling up with water. Oh, yeah. You can't hear David very well? Uh-oh.
Well, I'll just talk into your mic.
Did your mic die?
Probably. I didn't turn it off.
Here. Well, you're doing most of the talking, so. Yeah. Rule number 1. Charge your mics. We forget to do that sometimes.
So, in our defense, we have like a million things going on.
We do.
So we're excited to come hang with you guys every Tuesday at least. But we've got stores opening up and plants trying to grow and root, and
It's a lot.
it's a lot. Like typical small business owner, way too many hats besides the one that's on my head. Krystal's got plenty of them too. So I'm just going to keep adding water, and then I'm going to fill up this bottom reservoir. Basically, I'm just having fun doing this. This is kind of fun.
I'm gonna show it, see if it shows it.
You can see it.
See the water in the bottom.
It's going down the thing.
It's picking it up.
It's going down the thing, and then it's going to fill up.
Yeah, you can see there's water right here. Yeah.
So this is definitely a process for this first little bit, but it is going down there.
So we're talking about water.
Hey,
We're over time, so I just want to make sure you get all the important facts in there. Lots of people think that you need to shove flies in the mouths of these plants. Please don't do that.
So, I mean, you can do that, but just know that these plants, you shouldn't. I mean, but they're your plants. It's your pet.
But you might kill it.
Well, they don't eat a lot of flies. So if you're thinking, I'm going to get this Venus flytrap, it's going to be like, kill the bane of all my existence. Yeah, maybe, but you need a lot of plants.
You need a lot.
Because I think each Venus flytrap, like each individual plant, so each one of these little, not the little arms, but the little
flies though.
No.
It's because it's using this bog water.
No. The water is trapped below here, and we have a thing over it.
But they obviously attract flies.
So if they're not going to bring them to there, but the smaller little butterworts and the other ones that have the little fuzzies, they're going to have a sweet smell, and the pitcher plants, they're going to have a sweet smell that's going to attract the like gnats and things that are near it. But it's not like they're smelling it from miles away and like, hey, let's go to Krystal's place.
It's not like a shark.
No. No, 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 no.
A shark smells us from a mile away. No. I'm not talking trash on sharks. Sharks are awesome. And sharks don't smell you from a mile away. They smell fish, not you.
So we're just gonna keep. We're almost there now. We're cruising along. We're getting the water to fill up, and then should pull up. So once you get it full, you want it full all the way to basically where the screen is.
Yep, right there.
So we're here, and we need to get to here.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, that's what the
It's
point
heavy.
is. Very heavy. It's a good paperweight. So I used a 1-inch, I think it's 1-inch piece of PVC.
Yeah.
So I would say at least use a 1-inch.
How tall was it? Like 3 inches, 4 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to make sure, well, because you're going to put stuff on the bottom and then you're going to have it sit on top of that. Don't make it too tall.
So it was like 4 to 5 inches, depends on how deep your bowl is. But basically, I didn't put it all the way to the bottom, and you wanted it to be at the top of where your peat moss is.
Fill her up. How are we doing?
Good. This is so fun.
It's fun to have this secondary camera angle.
It's not filling up as quick as I thought it would, but it's definitely working.
So, how long do you think it'll be till you have to put more water in there?
Well, it'll be the time that it takes to get from here to here.
That's when you want to put more water in there?
Well, you want to keep this full.
Okay.
So I don't know.
We'll check in next Tuesday to see where our water line is at. Do you think we'll be refilling it by next Tuesday?
Probably, yeah, because it's gonna be outside.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you know next Tuesday when we go live.
Yes, we're going live every Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time. I think that's what time it'll be.
We have no idea what time it is anywhere else.
So the time is going to change. Well, the time's not going to change till November, so we're good there. But Hawaii doesn't celebrate daylight savings, and neither does Arizona.
I'm gonna pour a little bit on this too.
Oh, why are you doing that?
Just to get the plant wet and in there.
Okay. Yeah. So we go live
but
at
you
4
wouldn't...
p.m. on Tuesday, Hawaii Standard Time. At some point, that could be 3 hours difference from California and 3 hours difference from Arizona, but I get confused on what time it is everywhere. I believe it's 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, now we're
and
there.
7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I think it's the same time. But I know that it's going to change because right now, my day job, I work with a company based in Alabama, and right now we are 4 hours apart. But after November, we will be 5 hours apart. I think, right? I always have to ask.
I don't know.
Arizona will be 7 p.m. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured because there's no daylight savings time in Arizona, so that makes it easier for me to be able to figure out the time difference. But when it comes to everywhere else, I get confused.
And if you're over on the East Coast, you can always watch it back later.
Yeah, because it's bedtime for you guys over there. I'm sure. Like we have some people that popped on from Louisiana, which is 4 hours right now, but it will be 5 hours come November. So we might not see them pop on for our 4 p.m. show.
So this is what works for us right now. We're just going to keep doing this on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
It'll be next Tuesday by the time I fill this all the way up.
That's true.
No,
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
We definitely are going to continue doing our lives on Tuesdays, and then we plan to have more pre-recorded videos coming out. David was initially wanting to do this as a pre-recorded video. We might still
Well, I don't know.
do
Yeah. Then I got
something
sick. That's what happened.
different. I don't know. But if there's like topics that you guys are interested in, please let us know. We have a list of topics we're going to cover. But of course, we'd rather cover what's being asked than
for these lives. Make it interactive. If you got something you're wanting to see us make.
Our Q&A went really well. We had a good time doing that, so we'd love to do that again. Last week we did succulent pumpkins. That was super fun. I actually probably need to make some more.
Yep, of those. Time to make more of those.
Maybe we'll record like a tutorial, like not live for the pumpkins.
Because then we can make it edited and
precise.
This is raw. You guys are getting us like
this banter.
This could be like sped up. Look at that.
Yeah.
Filled it up not in 10 minutes.
And it's so quiet.
We're very, very close. Very, very, very close.
I guess we're not quiet. We're almost there. Like I don't know if the camera's picking up the water line, but it's right there,
and we need to get to here. And so remember the rope that we had in there it's all around on that inside. So once it gets wet there, it's gonna.
Is it really heavy now?
It's going to pull up the stuff. Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Oh man.
But I really like this little thing to fill up. So once you do the original fill up, after that, it's not going to take that long because it's just going to be a little bit of water needed.
It does look like super black on camera. It's like really hard to see. I'll try to take a picture and post it. So be sure to be following our socials so you can see what it actually looks like. That's without this glare. Right now it looks pretty dark.
On the camera? Yeah, sorry guys.
I'm trying to show it. It looks like a blob.
It's not a blob.
It looks really pretty in person. But on the camera, it does kind of look funky.
I swear, you just had to be there. It was so pretty.
We're getting close.
Closing in now. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
It's like the finish line.
I'm never going to be able to lift this thing. But yeah, I would say that this is a fun project to do with kids. The kids will like really enjoy seeing you make this bog. Plus the word bog is weird and fun. And yeah, it's like you've obtained a pet.
Maybe this side's prettier.
Maybe. It still looks black.
Okay, we're closing in.
Yeah, this is taking forever. It's like 20 minutes just to fill it up with water. We didn't mean for that to be that way, guys. I'm sure y'all are ready to go to bed. I'm ready for dinner.
Yeah, dinner time. All right.
And you know what tonight is?
All right. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
No, it's not Taco Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, right?
Our daughter is begging us to go to McTeacher night.
Oh, we will support the school.
Support the school. I might not eat there.
Now I may or may not eat a McFlurry if we're going to support the school.
Sure. I mean, if we're going to eat out.
I'd
prefer.
I don't know what it is about.
I'd prefer some ramen.
Except for the dang thing might be broken. The machine's going to be broken.
The
McDonald's
McFlurry machine's broken. It's because they didn't clean
the ice cream machine going to be broken. Okay, so we are pretty close to.
Do you even know where your screen is?
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
No, seriously. Do you know where your screen is? Because I don't even see it anymore.
It's right there, and we're pretty close.
See, good thing I put that rock in there, because now you really can tell.
Well, I'm sure I probably did. Oh, yeah, see right there. I did a bad job right there. Let's not show everybody that. Look at that! Okay, so I'm just going to put in a little more.
Cool beans.
Oh, it's going down quick now. Oh, cool. Okay. It was just the initial part that was, I don't know why. Took forever. Now it's like
really filling up.
We're going to put a half gallon of water in there.
I mean, this is a gallon bowl. And you are filling half of it.
I mean, that seems like that could math.
Yeah. The math is mathing.
All right. I think we're there.
Jeez.
I'll do a little more just for fun.
Oh my
because this is fun. I could do
Okay,
this all day.
Now you've officially touched the humus.
Ta-da! All right, so then we just
Put your rock back. Nice and pretty up
got our
there.
cool little reservoir. This thing fit exactly like that.
Yeah.
Is that how it was?
I don't know.
Look, it's getting wet already.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep an eye on this, and so I'm gonna leave this on lanai. Our lanai gets. I'm gonna put it out towards on the patio. I'm gonna put it out towards
on this bar.
the western side and let it get some afternoon sun, and then we're gonna slowly keep pushing it out and try to get it so it can get out to where it's getting mostly sun during the day. If you're in a very hot spot, maybe protect it from the afternoon sun for a little while, and then if it seems like it's okay, you could slowly put it out into the full sun. They are full sun plants, but it depends on where you're at. Every space is a little different. So, yeah, I think it weighs, I don't know, 10 pounds? Half a gallon, so there's 5 pounds in water there. Oh, maybe not quite half.
Yeah, it came out really cool.
And yeah, it was fun. Appreciate you guys watching. I guess if you build something like this, it's going to take you about an hour.
Yeah. We're a little over an hour. Babe.
Well, we were talking and whatever. And so maybe it's going to take you a little over an hour to build, but then you have a new fun pet.
We're at 81 minutes.
Okay. So we appreciate all of you guys watching. We are over time, so we're gonna head out now.
And if you're rewatching, you can just fast forward it and skip all the mumbo jumbo. Right?
Well, if they're watching this part, then they already didn't
over.
skip it. But maybe next time. Yeah. No, it's fun. So this was a fun build, and then there's a lot of components to this, and it should be useful. So we'll check back in on it and see how it's going over time.
And we will be hosting a lot more planting parties. If you're a small business anywhere in the country and you'd like us to come to your store and do a plant takeover and class, let us know, and maybe we can make a trip out to you, because it is definitely a fun time. Probably more fun together than us just on the camera.
Yeah, but we're making the most of it. So feel free, make sure if you haven't already, subscribe so you can know when we're going on, and follow us for what we're doing. We appreciate you being on this journey with us today, making this cool bog and hanging out with us for a little bit. And if nothing else, we'll see you next Tuesday for our next live.
Yeah. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
Mahalo.
Thank you. Bye-bye.